The whispers turned into screams. They said a woman in our village had given birth to 3 babies at once. 3. No one had ever seen such a thing before. Some villagers rushed to her compound with fear in their eyes, some with stones in their hands, and others simply to satisfy their curiosity. It is not natural, they murmured. It is an abomination. But I know her story better than most because I grew up watching her pain. Her name was Amara, and for years she had lived under the weight of barrenness. The women in our village carried children on their backs and baskets on their heads, but Amara carried nothing except shame. The laughter of children turning past her hut was like salt on an open wound, and the careless words of her neighbors cut deeper than any blade. Every night, when the moon rose like a silver drum above the river, Amara would walk barefooted to the water edge. I followed her once, but out of curiosity, and what I saw still lingered in my memory. She knelt bank and beat her chest as she called upon Nemiri, the goddess of the sea. Her voice cracked with tears, echoing across the water. Mother of the deep, do not let me die without children. Bless me, even if it is just one. She poured libations of palm wine into the river, and sometimes she dropped cowries, leaving the goddess to take pity on her. The villagers mocked her. She talked to the river as if the river would give her a child. Some laughed, others whispered, she must have offended the gods. Why else would her womb remain empty? Yet, night after night, she returned. Her faith was not shaken by their scorn. She prayed so long that her knees hardened like stone from pressing into the sand. Then, one moonlight night, the river answered. I was there, heard the sound of wave rise, though the wind was calm. The river shimmered as if lit from within, and a finger rose from the water. She was tall, with skin that glowed like moonlight on oil, and her eyes were endless, pool of blue. Amara stayed on her knee. The goddess spoke in a voice that was both gentle and frightening. Your cries have reached the depths, Amara. You shall carry children in your womb, not 1, not 2, but 3. The villagers did not beat her when she returned the next day with trembling lips, telling them what she had seen. They mocked her even more. Triplets, madness has consumed her. The villagers had filled her head with lies, but months passed and her belly began to swell, round and full. Some women watched with envy, others with suspicion. By the time her time of birth came, fear and anticipation hung over the village like a heavy cloud. That night, the cry of newborns pierced the air. One baby, then another, then another. 3 tiny voices rose together, announcing their arrival to the world. I was there among the crowd outside her hut, listening. The midwives came out trembling, with wraps soaked in sweat, their eyes wide with disbelief. She had birthed 3. One whispered. A silence fell, broken only by gaps and mutters. Some shouted, this is not normal, the gods must be angry. Others fell to their knees in fear. But inside the hut, Amara was laughing through her tears. For the first time in years, joy filled her face like fire. She held those 3 babies in her chest, rocking them, whispering their names one after the other. She did not care about the whispers outside. She did not hear the accusation. To her, the river goddess had kept her promise. In time, the fear turned into wonder. The triplets grew stronger and healthy, their laughter filling the village. Slowly, the same people who mocked Amara came to admire her. She became a symbol of hope, proves that prayers are not in vain. And me, I would never forget the night the river shimmered, not the cry of 3 babies breaking centuries of silence. Whenever I passed the riverbank under the moon, I remember Amara's voice crying out, and I know now it was never madness, it was faith.